Alright, here we go. Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and we're back with Wright, Trials and Tribulations. And last time, we finished our first day of trial for the Ron DeLight case, trying to prove that he is not Master Mass. And as the trial went on, we basically asserted that Luke Atomy, the ace detective, was actually Master Mass, and he was trying to frame Ron DeLight to make it look like he was the thief. And I guess we proved that right, because the last time we saw him, he was like madly laughing out the room, like ha 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 ha, and all that. And it seemed like, oh, the trial's gonna end, we did it. But then Ron DeLight came to the stand, he's like, please, find me guilty, I did it. And it seemed like Godot and him were like working together. But then we disprove him, like, oh no, you were at this place, you were at KB Security. But then we find out on that same day, October 12th, 1 a.m., it turns out the CEO of that company was murdered exactly at 1 p.m., the exact same time when the urn was stolen. So now, instead of being charged for being a thief, he's now being charged with murder. So now we gotta do this investigation and find out what's going on. So it's me and Maya today. Pearl says she went back to Karikan Village to take the urn to some people and figure some stuff out. So, without further ado, let's go. Hopefully the quality looks alright. So, what to do? Okay, yeah, that looks alright. So, what do we do now?
Is it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder.
Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located.
Hey, why don't we ask Miss DeLight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about my motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own from Mr. DeLight.
Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center, too.
Hey, Sacred Urn. You must be relieved we got the Sacred Urn back, huh?
You bet. But there's something a little different about it.
Huh?
Don't question mark at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in this poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that actually. God, I need to pay attention to more of the details. Yeah, that's true. It used to say I am, but now it says Amy. So somebody fixed it and properly put it together. Huh. Would that mean somebody from Karikan Village did it? Because how would they know that's how it goes? Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. It's the paint that we saw at the museum before.
Is it possible that urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Karikan Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
I still love that they let her go by herself. Like, she has to board a train all by herself. But I mean, hey, there was the Christopher Robin movie, and her daughter with Winnie the Pooh and stuff got on a train all by herself, so I guess it's not that uncommon. Now I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Karikan Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Karikan Village to do their training, right?
Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So, why haven't you been training lately?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious. Whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. So far, this is where I'm at in the anime, in this episode. Still need to continue watching more, though. When a medium uses the Kurikan technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Ow. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
It sounds like being the master of Kurikan is going to be a heavy responsibility. Alright, let's get moving. So it says in the guide we should head to Master Mass hideout so we can find out where KB security is.
Oh, Nicky boy, Maya.
Miss Delight.
All I wanted to do was help my Ronnie, my dear Ronnie.
Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up.
Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer. I swear, my Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I had no idea Miss Delight had such a vulnerable side.
Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not him. It's just not in him.
I don't think he would either, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper, too. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming,
Please,
snapping,
please die.
He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer. Mr. Delight might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief.
I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him.
Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world.
What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap.
I was about to say, I think he actually really is mask to mask. Because she, just doesn't want to believe it.
He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief? Ha! The very idea.
I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple.
Yeah, they sure are different.
Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway.
What? For you?
I hate these kind of people more than anything.
You mean Ace Detectives?
No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives.
Oh, so then you must mean thieves.
No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men.
By the way, why did you go to the Detective Academy's office anyway?
Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal.
The real criminal?
Yes, obviously the real Master Mass is not my Ronnie, right?
Yeah?
And Detective Academy knew more about Master Mass than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV.
So then, you went there to ask him some questions.
That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout.
I wouldn't exactly call that office of his, hideout.
That bag was sitting right on top of the table.
Oh yeah, we saw that back there yesterday too.
There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else.
Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security?
Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works.
So, she thinks he still works there. Oh. Yet, according to what we heard today...
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
Ronnie quit. He doesn't work there anymore.
It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know.
KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is.
Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car.
Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike.
To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying?
Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now?
No, I'll pass. Thanks.
Well, why don't you just tell me where it is and we'll go ourselves?
What a scaredy cat you are, Nick.
Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security.
Okay, let's out over there right away, Nick.
After we finish talking to her. Yeah, what is this first love at first sight?
So was it really love at first sight when you first met Miss Delight? Mr. Delight, I mean? Shit.
Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life.
Saved your life?
I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back.
Robbers?
Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down in tears.
Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you?
Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces.
Like the one guy on the right. Like the one guy on the right just... And then the guy on the left just... Whoa! He's so amazing!
Please, stop it! He screamed. I could see the robber's face turn pale.
That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people.
Then, Carrot, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. I was amazed he wasn't stabbed. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did.
That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess.
Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Oh. Alright. Well, let's move on to the CEO's office. That's the next location we need to go. Yes, perfect. So, I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office.
What has that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys! Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. That brought you to make real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho, 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 ho. Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
If the gumshoe fits.
Oh my god. Well, anyway. The point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a good guy. Such a nice guy.
Now this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating? Okay. Let's talk to Gumshoe. So what happened?
Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey,
Oh my god, what was that?
hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now and we need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, pal, okay? Jesus Christ. Oh god, I can't handle a girl crying.
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fellow in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time that Master Mass was stealing the urn, huh? Okay, time of death, central hemorrhage from blunt trauma to the head.
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billard.
Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right? Okay.
So, what happened to Master Mass?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling. No. I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective? Oh, you mean that Detective Atomy? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now that the detective I know and love. Now that's the detective I know and love.
That's what she said. Think about it. Atomy was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Cheer of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Thank you. The gem and the thief.
Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before?
I'll say, is that Ronnie? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it. Cool. Alright, tell us about the prosecutor. Okay.
Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used
I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway.
So who is that Java addicted masked maniac anyway?
Prosecutor Godot? Huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere.
That's right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
And it's true, according to records anyway. But no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court. A maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, well, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody could talk to me. They all just turned the other way.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular.
Oh, God. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Oh, jeez. Why you gotta rub it in? Man, this sucks.
That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret behind that beautiful mask. Alright. One of the things it said, present the guy's profile, I guess, to get more info on him. Oh yeah, well she did say, hey, let's ask more about him.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Blueblard.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Blueblard, pal.
Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead.
Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning.
Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out?
Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just babbling like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
Hurry. There you go. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work.
Oh, and?
And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough.
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting my wallet. You aren't getting my wallet. He's trying to steal. I love it.
Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already.
Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive.
So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter. Huh. Okay. What do we gotta do next? Just examine some stuff? Alright. Let's check out the safe and everything first.
Ew, think about it. The dead guy was laying in there all night.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none.
Well, somebody's opened the safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in there, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready?
Okay, shoot.
Open this baby, it's no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal.
Yeah, and?
Everyone that knows how to open this safe has airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Former security chief, Ron Delight.
What? Delight? He was a security chief?
Ron. So he knew how to open the safe. Huh.
Yeah, sorry for raining on your radar bow. Thanks, Gumshoe.
This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was open?
I don't think so.
So, you mean...
Yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying.
You mean... The victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
She can't be serious, can she? Alright, I'll say I should just look at the guide. What does it say? It says examine the thick thing. Okay. So there's like a few things. There's like this folder we need to examine. Check out this big, thick binder here.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick!
Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little hard on the eyes.
What did you find out, Nick?
This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Master Mass. It's filled with info on it.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Yep, so Ron really is Master Mass because that's why he was blackmailing him. He's like, hey, if you don't give me $50,000, I'm going to tell everybody that you're Master Mask. So again, Ron didn't kill him. I still don't know who it is. But again, let's continue. I'm still trying to figure out who it could be.
Hey, Nick! Look at this last page!
It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Enamon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Max stole.
So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I better secretly make a copy of this list. Yeah. Alright, and then there's like the buzzer. That's like the last thing. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Oh god. Hey! Yo! Don't press that!
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says right there on the table.
Oops, you're right. It's written right here. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime.
Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullen's the victim. Wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Okay. So, what does it say here? So it says... Okay, so I guess we have to present this to Gumshoe. Okay. So it says, present the blackmail file to Gumshoe. About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking about a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullock have been blackmailing Ron tonight anyway? Well, Mr. Light used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quiet? That made him quit?
Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now.
Oh, already?
Okay, is that all that was? Okay. Now it's saying move to the security room, which we haven't been to yet. Oh wow, I wonder who's in here. Wow. This is really something else.
For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure.
KB security guard. Uh-oh. I just remembered. Larry might be... Hey, Nick! What's up, man? God damn it. So he is here. His butt smells. Jesus. Yo! How's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little mile with you too, man.
Hi, Larry.
Here I was working my fingers to the bone, man. And then watch an angel. I got no problems with the daytime date. It's all good, man. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you, man? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, I have got some good info for you, man.
Really? What is it?
Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya, man. But Nick here is a different story.
But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
That was then and this is now, man. God damn it. He's such a piece of shit. Okay. Good info. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, man. A pro. I can't just give away information for free. He wants a bribe. I thought professors were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya?
Larry, tell us already. What's the good information?
Hey, I like that. This kid has got some claws, man. Okay, you really want to know, man?
Yes, so tell me.
Okay, so the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here, man. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me?
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired, man. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden, man. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful, man.
I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out of work to pick up hot chicks or something, man. No, that's just you. Security guard. So, what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Well, let me tell you, it's tough, man. Well, you know me. I get by all right, I guess, man. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time, man.
Monitors?
There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard, man. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh!
Jeez. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams, man.
What team?
The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business, man. But I'm no amateur either. So if it's something small, I don't bother calling them, man. So, in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. Okay, night of crime. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb, man. Even if it is a part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break, man! Don't try to pin the whole thing on me! That's not fair, Nick!
I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility.
My voice there. Oh, it's so hard. Excuse me. Anyway, the point is, were you here that night, right? Oh, fuck, man! Don't do this to me! Oh! Got me wrapped in my chains! Oh, damn it! Oh, no, I knew something smelled bad. And it was the butts, after all. Well, it's like I always say. That was then and this is now, man. Okay? It looks like I'm gonna have to break his side clocks, after all. Okay. So apparently we already have all the evidence we need, so... Take it.
Oh, man! Did you just make a tomahawk me, man? Oh, dang! I didn't like that.
The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to?
What? Huh? Of course I was, man. Why wouldn't I have been?
But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight?
But that was that, man. And this is this.
Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too?
Never. I didn't sneak out, man. I tell you what, I'll even pay you $1.
$1. Wow. Now that's confidence.
What's with that drenched? What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face, man? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain, man?
The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... No. Would it be his security card? Well, this ain't his, though. I'm gonna check the guide. Dang it, I hate trying to keep this on. So let's see, okay. Wallet or key card, it says. So, okay, I was right. Take it! This is the key card to the CEO's office, right?
Yeah, that's right, man.
This key card was found inside a wallet. This wallet. You know about this, right?
I've never seen it before, man. Even though I gave it to you, like, in the last part, man. In, like, a different part, man. Oh, jeez.
Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday.
Give me a break, man. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens.
Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet?
I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building, man. 1 o'clock in the morning?
That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office.
Oh, man! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about.
What's that?
My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m., man. The murderer might have snuck in before. The murderer might snuck in before then, man.
What do you mean by that?
If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., man, then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine, man.
Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt. The killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Because the autopsy report, right? Because it was at 1 p.m., right? Let's see. That's the office key card again. CEO office key card. It's just the key card again, okay. So the first one, you could have just did the wallet or key card. So it's just both the key card, okay. So what's the reason? Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Oh yeah, I was about to say. Of course we'd know, because you have a record. Your key card leaves a record, so once you check in, we know what time you came in and got out. So yeah.
Yeah, it does, man. But I can't show the record just to anyone, you know.
That keycard data was already made public in the trial today.
What? I didn't know that, man. Any kind of request for information like that is supposed to go through me, man.
Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder.
No worry.
Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift.
Oh, Oh, man!
Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time.
Oh, no, man! Oh, you broke my cyclops! Oh, you suck, Nick!
Yeah. Alright, the night of the crime. Tell us.
Oh, I knew it, man! It was all my fault! It's my fault that the boss was killed! My fault, man!
Larry,
There was nothing I could do! I have important issues to deal with too, man!
What happened that night anyway?
Oh, my Donna happened, man!
huh? Your Donna?
I got a bad feeling about this. His girlfriend break up with him?
Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away, man! So I went to see her, and he was standing right there next to her, man!
Who was?
Her new boyfriend! It was like some horrible joke, man! Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser, man! Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Is that right, Maya?
Yeah.
So, is that why you left the security guard office?
Whoa, I'm sorry, man! It's all my fault! How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do, man? Whoa, man!
He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby.
Oh, god damn it. Oh boy.
Nick! Is there anything I can do, man? Anything, just name it! I'll do whatever I have to make up for it. I swear I will, man!
Larry.
Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got?
She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. God damn it, Larry. Alright, what are we showing? The emergency buzzer. Tell us about the buzzer.
The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right, man! Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya! Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue, like the professional guard I am, man.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Thanks. I try.
Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please. Please tell us.
Okay, I guess so, man. Prepare to be wowed.
There you go.
I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh?
You're a security guard, aren't you? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office?
Well, this is the third floor of the basement. CEO's office is on the first floor, man. I thought it would be a good idea to, adapt and wait and see approach. A wait and see approach.
Oh, God, okay.
Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary, man.
It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right?
Of course I did, man. And I couldn't possibly have made a mistake earlier.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please?
Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
God damn it. Stop flirting with her.
What do you think, Nick?
She's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make up.
Whoa!
What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake, man.
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible.
Okay, enough already. What about the record?
That night, man, it went off just once. In the morning, at around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Really? Are you serious, man? That's terrible. It can't be, man.
court record. Buzzer went off at 1:02 a.m. So after he was murdered, 2 minutes later, the button was pushed. Okay. Okay, what now? This says there's like an Easter egg. Again, I'm assuming we don't have to look for anything. But what's this? Something is written on this poster in fine print.
A God's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. It's signed Wendy Oldbag, head superior, head supervisor.
She's one tough old bird, man. Let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with her real, genuine ray gun, man.
Yeah, sounds scary, alright.
Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now, man.
Okay. So that's all that was. Actually, I want to examine this jacket for fun. What do they say about this jacket? Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it?
That's right.
Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever?
Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She scolded and huffed at me, man. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, greenhorn?
So why hang your jacket on such an important lever?
Because it got me curious, man. If the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you, man? Don't you want to know what'll happen, huh?
It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, but for a different reason. Alright, so... so now we have to move to the main exhibit. Hey, Gumshoe. And then we gotta go to the basement.
The treasures of Karikan exhibit is all ruined now.
Mine.
I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was a big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen.
Really?
Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Master Mass Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention.
Whoa! 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 That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo!
Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Oh, no, not exactly. Let's move quickly to the basement. Okay.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Andrews, what's she still hanging around down here for?
So, how is it going? What about the sacred urn?
The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already.
What do you mean, oh, that?
Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found?
Yes! It was brought in during the trial today.
Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mass' wife that found it.
Well, anyway, I'm glad. I'm so relieved.
Okay.
I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along.
It looks that way right now.
It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damas to guard the treasures.
Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job.
Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atomy again?
About 20 days ago.
And when was it that Master Mask calling card arrived?
That was about 10 days ago.
So, he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard.
I guess that's it then. Detective Atomy must have really wanted the sacred urn after all.
I guess so. To tell you the truth, during that trial, I was kind of thinking, like, Atomy is the mask, right? Or maybe he's the fake. Because again, I feel this is going to end with, oh, it turns out Ron DeLite really is Master Mask. And the detective was actually faking it. Just so he could get publicity. And steal stuff. Alright. The night of the crime.
What? So, Master Mask murdered someone as well?
Well, that's how things look right now.
Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time.
Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible.
Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atomy?
No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him.
He claims that's the way he always operates.
That's just what he says, so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself.
Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Master Mask pretty well. Sacred urn.
I'm so glad that you got your secret urn back.
Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it.
Well, what is it?
I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different.
Really?
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews?
No, I don't know anything. Well, why would I?
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, my Cyclops are revealed.
Cyclops.
What do you think this means, Nick?
It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of that sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. And again, okay, so the guide says we can't do anything with her, so we gotta get to the detention center and talk to Ronnie about the security stuff. Yeah, here we go. To the detention center.
Mr. Wright!
Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation?
Yes, but please, don't leave me alone anymore!
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see, on the same night the secret urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store.
Oh, I thought that was him. On the same night, the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store. A blackmailer you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But, there's only one Ron DeLite, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time, I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Okay.
Let's talk then. Master Mask. Mr. DeLite, do you still insist that you are Master Mask?
Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday?
That was a quick response.
Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we?
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn.
Of course not. After all, You were at KB Security at the time.
So then the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo.
It's gotta be Detective Atomy.
Okay. Now you're correct. So that night you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time. The blackmail note said I should.
All right, what happened next?
Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door.
That's probably when he dropped his wallet.
When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there.
Someone? Oh, Atomy.
Then suddenly, they bashed me over the head. Bam!
Was it Kane Bullard that hit you?
I don't know.
Okay, so I think I'm starting to piece this together. So basically, Detective Atomy was it Kane? Like maybe Detective Atomy knew about the blackmail. He got to the office first. He killed Kane, stuffed him in the safe, and then he knocked out Ron, and then got in his car, because he said it takes 30 minutes to get to the museum. So he got in his car and quickly got there, and then proceeded to steal the stuff that's mask to mask. I think that's what happened. That's what I'm thinking of, but I guess we'll find out.
The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right in front of me. I thought I'd die myself.
Okay, so he didn't stuff him in the safe. So it looked like he got strangled. So did Ron put him in the safe, I guess?
Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body.
Yep, seems like it. So that's why you put it in the safe. Okay, so basically, Detective Atomy murdered him, and Ron put the body in the safe, because I guess he couldn't just leave it lying there.
Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them.
Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me.
Please don't say that. So why were you fired?
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security?
How did you? I'm begging you. Please don't tell Daisy. Please.
Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet.
Phew, thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually.
Why have you been hiding it from her anyway?
Daisy would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over.
Jeez, excuse me.
Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place?
Because Daisy spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway.
So you became Master Mask for desire, huh? Alright. No. Ugh. I'm trying to keep the phone on while I'm doing this. Alright. Newspaper clipping. Because you're in this newspaper clipping.
Hey! This is an article about my debut heist! Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail.
But, Master Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared.
Which obviously, no, he's right there. He's right in front of Detective Atomy.
That's right. I got a certain burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bath bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh?
Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight?
That's right. If I do say so myself.
Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls can see through that in a heartbeat. Card and photos, Ron DeLay.
But as you might expect, Detective Atomy found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective.
Detective Atomy found the Master Mask disguise? That's interesting. So that explains where he got the costume to be him. The only thing he didn't get from the costume is the brooch, because probably when he threw it away, it got torn off.
Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him.
Yep. So, that's it. That's when Atomy got his hands on this.
Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time-consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters.
Blackmail letters?
Oh, sorry. You got them starting when? Tell me more, now!
Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up.
Tell me, I'll slap you.
This blackmail letter. Is this the first one you got?
No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location.
So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Yes, just a few days after the tier of Automon heist.
Again, I'm starting to think, maybe, yeah, the detective was actually blackmailing him to steal stuff for him.
That first letter, it said, I know you did it.
So someone found out about your true identity just like that?
It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I got proof that it was you, so give up. It went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal.
Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give up? What do you mean you had to give it up?
Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box and the letters specified, someone sent me $10,000.
No one said anything about me being worried, you know?
After that, I started getting the plans in the mail.
Plans?
There you go.
What are these plans you're talking about?
They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blink, blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
So Ron DeLight was Master Mask after all. Yep. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all in detail.
All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail.
Could you try not to look so gleeful about it?
So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too?
Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal.
Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth?
Yes, but please don't tell Daisy. Okay?
On system, we add to the core record from the mass second heist on He Was Stealing as directed by Black Widow. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Yes? But please don't hurt me.
Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him?
Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday.
Why?
Well, if the judge had ruled me that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right?
Again, exactly. That's what Godot tried to do for you. He actually tried to get him guilty of being a thief, but we kind of screwed that up.
I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Mystic Maya!
Hey, Bertie!
I'm back!
Hey, Pearls. So what have you been up to this whole time?
The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Karika Village to have it examined.
And what's to find out?
Well, there's no need to worry. They say it's the real urn.
Phew, that's a relief. I was really worried.
But there's one small problem.
Problem?
These cute little pink splotches. They said it was paint. They said that it's paint and that they were put on the urn recently.
I could have told you that. Come on, how did nobody know this? Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal.
Yeah, exactly, Nick. Come on.
Yes, Mr. Nick, we gotta find out how they got there.
Okay. We'll go find out how they got there.
But please don't forget about me.
File. Covered pink splotches, but it's genuine. Alright, I think we're done with him, right? Yeah, so we're moving to the basement. Ugh, I need a drink. Is she gone? Oh, no.
Oh, Pearl, nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually,
Oh, that box wasn't there before.
I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see.
Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened to it.
Nick, let's look around one more time.
So the only thing it says to examine is the box, right? Oh, no, there's also the spot. So just the box and everything. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box the sacred urn was in.
It looks like there's some pink paint on it, too.
And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
All right, let's investigate again, Nick.
One box that had the sacred urn in it has pink stains on it. Alright, slide. Here we go. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint bar. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shocking pink.
Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it.
Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in.
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Wow, you're right. Look, it matches.
My God.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. Completely dry, the box the sacred urn fits into the gap perfectly. I wondered, is it gonna turn out that Miss Andrews broke it? I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Wow, we're only an hour in. Holy shit. Usually these investigations take 2 hours, but again, I am using a guide, so that helps. So, now that we have all the information, bring a tomahawk. Okay. And this will be the end of the case, too. Okay, the sacred urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn?
Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true. Maybe it wasn't the same. It could be. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine?
Yeah, the urn itself. Yeah, the urn itself is genuine. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Greek Village and had it examined.
Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how.
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again.
Did you say again?
Yes, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing has happened. I was wondering, so basically did it break and she had to fix it? So basically when we left, she broke it, and then she came in and fixed it. I don't know why she had pink paint on it. And quite recently, too.
Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know?
I mean, I'd say the urn again, right? Because of the paint splotches, right? Just let me make sure. Present the treasure exhibit. Oh. Recently, because of the photo. Okay, I get it. Because in this photo it says I am, but now it says Amy. Because again, this all took place yesterday. This poster, it was made recently, right?
Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit.
At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transponded.
Ah! I am. What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken.
That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth.
Wait.
For?
Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened.
It looks like she's not going to give up that last cyclops so easily.
Do you have any proof the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor?
Wonder if it'd be the splotch. Let's see. Yep, I was right. It's paint marks. Because again, it was in the box, so. Take it! Well, Miss Andrews?
What is this supposed to mean?
There's pink paint all over this urn. And there's pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. You can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews.
But...
Uh-oh. She's trying to make her escape.
But you could get pink paint anywhere.
Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure.
Well, there is in my room.
Liar!
Anyway, paint on the urn and the paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint.
Come on, this is getting ridiculous. The proof linking the paint on the urn to the paint on the floor is the box. Yep. I didn't even need the guide for that. I was like, it's obviously the box. This box. The urn was stored in this, right?
Yes, that's right.
Well, there's pink paint on this box as well.
Ah,
I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
yes, more or less.
The paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it?
Yes.
If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly.
Ah,
Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
your name does you justice. Ah.
Gotcha. Alright, let's wrap this up. Again, I'm surprised how short this is. But again, I was using the guide the whole time, so that helps.
I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher.
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did.
Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearlie?
No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken on the same day, the urn arrived. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on a paint can and I lost my balance.
Oh, so that explains the paint. She just tripped.
The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock, and I let out a huge scream.
I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Karikan Village. So I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big.
And that's when the I am got changed to Amy?
I didn't know how it was originally written.
Oh, well, actually, you actually fixed it. That's what's funny about this. I kind of like that. Like, it originally never was I am. It was always Amy.
But any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Amy. Any sane person? Really?
Oh, poor Pearlie. Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. I like that line. She said she wasn't really good at spelling. I don't know why. I just find that so funny. I love the writing in this sometimes. Though, again, at the beginning of this game, some of the writing was like terrible. Like, oh, the milkshake's bringing all the boys to the yard. I was just like, what? That was just so weird.
Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom, and no one had seen it since then.
Okay, broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago, then replaced, box kept out of sight.
But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains.
Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it.
The Amy Faye statue. Aha! The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the secret urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here.
It was covered.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime afternoon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall.
And
I realized that the statue could be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you saw it first. You first saw it.
I see. Now it makes perfect sense.
But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that.
Well, Miss Andrews? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again?
But then who was it? Who would have done it and why?
On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely close to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? Well, it probably had something to do with the weapon being taken out, right? Because the sword was in the hand too. Carried into the basement warehouse the day of the crime. Moved again at that night. Okay, cool. It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
I figured I got it. It was moved because if Detective Anime is the one that killed Kane, he took the sword with him when he went to KB's security. He killed Kane. He had the stone sword right there bent on the ground. He had that with him. And he hit Ron with it. And he left with the sword. And again, it took him 30 minutes. So then when he got back, he placed it on the ground and basically got in disguise as Master Mass and committed the crime. Because again, he killed Kane with it too. I'm starting to think. Sorry about that. Okay. Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delight, was at KB's security. So then why did another Master Mass show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. To be continued. Again, I'm glad this one was so short. The last one, like part 2, I think, was like 2 hours. But that was because I was fumbling around. Again, I prefer to use the guide because I like to keep this playthrough moving. Alright, let's get a preview of the trial and then we'll call it a pot. Or at least get to the testimony.
Hey, Nick!
What is it this time?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial.
Well, it is a murder trial.
What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door.
Next door.
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atommy's trial today.
Detective Adam.
They say they're going to try him as Master Mask.
Already? That was fast.
Boy, I'd love to see Master Mask's trial.
Who said that? By the way, where's Pearl? Maybe that was Ron, I guess.
I know.
I'm just guessing that was Ron.
Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore.
I know you don't like me.
Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year.
Please, don't ignore me.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, Mr. Delight. Good morning.
No one likes me. No one would notice me even if I killed someone.
Come on, don't be silly. Oh, wait a second.
You don't mean you're the murderer?
No, I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor.
Well, let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit the heist.
Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murderer, Nick?
It's possible, but today's trial is a race against the clock.
Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always.
I'm afraid that's not an option.
Huh?
Why is that? Rabble. Hey, Godot.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
You're ready. Preparation is the last refuge of the weak.
Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin your opening statement, Mr. Godot.
He's got the judge in the palm of his hand. Yet again.
Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all.
He's too young to be sent to war. That's all. And the judge is like,
I don't get it.
yeah.
I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot.
Then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war, but that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right?
I want to know who slides him that coffee.
Yes, well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case.
Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change.
The victim is Kane Bowler, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day.
And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant.
Very well then, Mr. Godot, please call your first witness.
I do love his mask.
I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial.
I will say, doesn't he have a rule about drinking coffee? Yeah, I only drink 17 cups. Again, I don't remember why he wears the mask. I know it has to do with the first episode and, like, Mia. Because again, I'm not going to say anything until we get to it, but I already know who he is. And what he has to do with Mia. But let's just continue.
But the first is always the best.
Mr. Godot, your witness?
Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, has to say for himself.
The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but...
I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify.
Huh? You've got guts, Trite.
Love that freaking music.
All right then, Mr. Ron Delight, please take the stand.
Every time.
You did it, didn't you?
You did, didn't you?
Yes!
Court adjourned. God damn it!
Yes.
What?
No. That's not true.
For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever.
Oh my god.
Well, Mr. Delight already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making.
And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Board, why did you go to KB Security?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I
Let's hear some testimony about what happened.
My visit to KB Security. Alright. So save. And when we come back, we will begin our final day of the trial. Well, the first part of it anyway, because it's this, and then we're going to have a to be continued after this. So again, hope you all enjoyed. This has been CV Ultra 768, and we'll be back with more Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations next time. So stay tuned for that. Bye.